What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to talk about the worst financial decisions that I made in my 20s and how you can avoid them. Before we start, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below any kind of content you want me to do in the future. As well, I'm doing a deal where I'm giving away the first 50 slots in my private Discord to anybody who wants to sign up. Now, my 20s were not like normal people, and I'll talk about that some other time, but I spent a lot of money. And if I were to have just not done some of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video, I would be so much further ahead than I am now. The first terrible decision that I made in my 20s was buying an expensive car. See, I grew up really poor. My parents filed for bankruptcy, racked up like $300,000 worth of debt, and I was forced to live in a one-bedroom apartment with my dad for like 6 years. And while that doesn't really have anything to do with me now, I always told myself that when I grew up or I got a large amount of money that I wouldn't blow it on anything dumb, because I saw what my parents did and that I would know how to use it responsibly and appropriately. No, all that went right out the window. I got a lump sum of money when my mom died, and the very first thing that I did with it was buy a BMW. And I'm not even a car guy. I just liked the way it looked, and I was like, oh, I'm cool. I'm in a BMW. And I thought I was the shit. I rolled home in that car that night to my house. My girlfriend, all my friends were there, and I was expecting everyone to be like, holy shit! You got a BMW! You got the coolest car ever! You're so cool, Pete! And that didn't happen. I pulled up and all my friends made fun of me that I bought a money pit. And my girlfriend said it was the ugliest thing that she had ever seen. Well, after sobbing in my room for about a couple hours, I decided that I had to get rid of it. So I did what any responsible person would do. I sold it to my little brother. Yeah, I know, whatever. I mean, he wanted it, so I gave it to him at a great price, and he ended up selling it to somebody for exactly what he bought it for from me like 7 months later. So in the end, we both got to drive a nice car, and we got our money back. But it's still something to learn from. I'm telling you, nobody cares about your car. Like, unless you're a car enthusiast and that's something that you really love and that's something that brings joy to you, besides that, nobody cares about your car. And guys, this is especially important for you to hear, because women do not care about your car. There is only one thing that a woman cares about: if the car is clean. If you have a nice car and there's like tissues and bottles and crap all over the car and it's dirty and you got stains all over it, no girl is going to want to get in your car, no client is going to want to get in your car, and nobody's going to want to do business with you. People care more about how clean your car is rather than the year, make, and model. The second biggest financial mistake that I made in my life was, yeah, I mean, some of you guys are going to get mad at me. Like, I mean, I love him, don't get me wrong, like, but it's something to think about. While I don't regret buying a dog, and obviously I love him, it's something that you don't think about. You just think to yourself like, oh, he's a dog, what can be expensive? I bring him to the vet once, he gets shots that last forever, and I feed him and I walk him, and that's it. And like, obviously that's not the case. Not only are medical bills expensive, food is expensive. This dog eats like $80 worth of food a month. But one of the things not a lot of people think about is if you want to travel and if you want to leave your dog at home for extended periods of time, you're going to spend an insane amount of money for dog walkers, for somebody to house sit for you to take care of the dog. And on top of that, you're going to miss opportunities to go out into the world and see things because you don't want to leave the dog. My dog has terrible separation anxiety. I mean, he loves me to death and that's cute and all, but I can't go to Florida for a month with me and my girlfriend and my friends because nobody's here for him. Anytime we travel, one of us has to stay back with the dog because he doesn't want to be with somebody he doesn't know. And the final financial mistake that I made in my 20s, and it's not necessarily an amount of money, but it's just not taking more risks. See, in your 20s is the best time to fail because you don't have to have your life together. You can be 23, 24, 25, even 26, sleeping at your parents' house, sleeping on a friend's couch, living out of your car if you want to. I mean, I've done it, but you can't do that when you're 32, 33, 34, and you have a family and a wife and a business and people to take care of. By not taking more chances in my 20s, I financially missed out on so much money. If I would have started this YouTube like 6 years ago, I probably would already have 1 or 2 million subscribers, but I was afraid to take the chance. I thought that YouTube was already so saturated that having another financial guy on there would do nothing. And that's it, guys. Those are the biggest financial mistakes that I made in my 20s. Please, open yourselves up. Comment down below what are some of your worst financial mistakes that you're making now, have made in the past, or made in your 20s, 30s, or 40s. The only way for us to learn is to open up to each other and realize each other's mistakes so that we can correct them and become better people. Once again, guys, I thank you so much for being here. I'm putting out 3 videos a week now because I really want to grow this community and grow this channel. Join the private Discord down below. The first 50 people are entirely for free. And until next time, guys, I'll see you.